Hey guys, it's Andreas, and in this video I'm going to show you how to insert data into Kafka with a Java software. The last time I've showed you a way how to start up Kafka real quick within 2-3 minutes and then get two consoles going, with one is the producer and one is the consumer of messages. And in this step we're going to start changing the terminal producer to a Java software. So the first thing you will do is, as always, you go to Google because you don't know how everything is working, and you Google, for instance, Kafka Producer API because you want to produce some messages. So go to Google, put in Apache Kafka Producer API, this one here, Kafka Producer API. Here's how you can create the properties to connect to Kafka, then create a producer and then send some messages. Exactly. So this one I will use. I've already created the software. It's quite simple. All I did was take the boilerplate code from the producer API we've already seen and then insert it into a Java program. And what I did here is basically I've left everything else out. I just focused on the minimums, creating the connection, and then I'm creating 100 messages with a random number. I'm producing it to Kafka. This is basically it. You will find that code on my website and you can start with that right now. One thing that you have to make sure is when you code that, you need to make some imports. Actually, the simplest way, it's not for production the best way, but the simplest way is you go into the build path of your application. From your Kafka instance, you import Kafka Clients API, log4j, and put in the slf4j API. Basically, those are everything you need. I guess you could delete one of those. I'm not sure which one, doesn't matter right now. Just put that in and then start the Zookeeper server, then start up Kafka, create a consumer for the test topic. Now run that code. You get some messages here, it doesn't matter. You also get those messages sent to the consumer. And basically every time you run that, it creates the messages with random numbers. Okay, so this is it. It's again, it's very easy. You just use a boilerplate code from Google and you have that running in no time. As I mentioned before, this is not the perfect way to do it. I just want to give you a head start, and when you actually implement that into production, you can do a lot simpler stuff and you can optimize all the code. But this one will get you started in no time. So the next step is then to start up Spark and then replace the consumer with Spark. If you like this one, leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and then we'll meet each other in the next one.